Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So alhamdulillah, we finish our discussion regarding definite and indefinite. Now we're going on to characteristic number 2, which is gender. Okay? So we're going to discuss gender and particularly ismul mu'annath. So we've done this much before in part 1, level 1. That kalima, ism, in terms of gender, can mudhakkar or mu'annath. We already know these terminologies from before. Okay? And just a recap, that all living things have a gender, male and female, mudhakkar, mu'annath, rajulun, imra'atun, boy, girl, man, woman, etc., etc., okay? But as we studied in level 1 as well, that in many languages, in English it doesn't happen to us, it may seem strange initially, or may have seemed strange initially when they're in the first book, is that non-living things also are given grammatical gender. Those who study Spanish, French, Urdu, Gujarati, I think Gujarati, you will be aware that things have gender as well, just for grammar purposes. In French is what? La and el and all that kind of stuff. I'm not really okay? So even non-living things have gender for grammatical purposes. So for example, qalamun is mudhakkar and kurrasatun is what? Mu'annath. Okay? Now, on this aspect, we say here, what has real gender? Meaning it is really feminine, it reproduces. This is حقيقي, biological gender, really, it's actually female. And something which is not female in real life, it's not biologically female, you call it grammatical female, you call that مجازي. What do you call it? مجازي. So مؤنث, we done last time, مؤنث مذكر. But now we want to learn 2 terms. One is مؤنث حقيقي and مؤنث مجازي. What does حقيقي mean? It's literally real, meaning it's biological, it has a real gender. And mu'annathun majaziyun is not a real or actual gender, it's just there for grammatical purposes. Okay? I said, so haqiqi means what? It actually refers to a female living person. Bintun, Fatima. We've done this before. And mu'annath majazi, it does not have grammatical gender. Okay? Okay. Right. Sorry, I got a bit. Yeah. So, now when you go to mu'annath majazi, when you go to mu'annath majazi, mean it's not a real gender. The gender is only there for grammar purposes. Then we say there are two types of majazi. One is called mu'annath lafzi, and one is called mu'annath sama'i. So we know biological gender because we know the meaning. Ummun, male or female? Female. Bintun, male or female? Ukhtun, male or female? Because we know what it means and it's female. Okay? But when a word doesn't have biological gender, only grammatical gender, is mu'annath majazi. There are 2 ways to analyze or to understand it being mu'annath. One is via the lafz, and one is via sama'. So you have mu'annath majazi, meaning non-biological gender, which is majazi, is 2 types. Either there's a sign within the lafz, the word, the kalima. It has a sign in writing, by which we can deduce that this word is mu'annath. That's called lafzi. The lafz itself shows it's mu'annath. Or it's sama'i. We've heard the Arabs using this word as mu'annath, so therefore we'll use it as mu'annath. No questions asked. If not, it's khalas. Ma fi mushkil. They said khalas. Not interested in you. Go away. It's Arabic. If we say mu'annath, it's mu'annath. No any questions. Okay? So mu'annath majazi, one type is what? Mu'annath lafzi. So it's not a real gender. Ummah, nation. Can nation have a gender? No. But we say that the ta al-marbuta at the end of the sentence, end of the word, ummatun. That ta is a sign in the lafz. It is alama within the lafz. That ta al-marbuta here is a sign to show us that this word is mu'annath. So it's mu'annath, is it haqiqi or majazi? Majazi, it's not haqiqi, it's not a real gender. It's majazi. Is it lafzi or sama'i? Lafzi, why? Because the lafz itself, the kalima itself, the word itself has a sign to show us it's mu'annas, which is the ta'ul marbuta. Making sense? Yes. Now, whilst we're here on ta'ul marbuta, so this ta is called al-marbuta. Why? Rabata yarbitu means to tie, to knot. So this ta is a line, then we knotted it up together. What do? We knotted it together, we joined it together. And the normal ta is called at-ta'ul maftuha. What is it? It's open. This is a joint ta, the rounded ta, and it's a ta'ul maftuha. What is that? The open ta. So you have at-ta'ul marbuta, The ta has been made round and joined together, and the ta al-maftuha is the ta which is open. Correct? Make sense? The second type of mu'annas majazi is what? Mu'annas sama'i. It's not biological, and we have no way of figuring out whether it was mu'annas or mudhakkar. But we've heard the Arabs using it mu'annas. Maybe the fa'il that they use of it is mu'annas. They use a mu'annas sifa, they use a mu'annas dhamir. Because of this, we know this word is what grammatically? Mu'annas. It's linked to sama'. And whilst we're here, many people say mu'annas sima'i. That's wrong. That's sima'i. It's mu'annas what? Sama'i. Okay? So for example, nafsun, the word nafs. Is it a living thing? Is it living? Nafs. Yes, our soul, but it's not really a human being, is it? Does it have gender? Is it mu'annas haqiqi? No, because it's not a living thing. It's living, but it doesn't have a gender. Acha. Okay, what's the question?
The biological one. Does it only refer to humans?
Humans, animals, but animals. Humans, animals, things that actually have gender. Scientific, biological gender. So nafs is the soul, but a male and a female soul is different. But we see that the asl is mu'annas majazi. Is there a sign on it? It's not lafzi. Why is it? Because, for example, the Arabs have used the word nafs. Either they say, Ya ayyatuhan nafs, or they say, nafsun mutma'innatun, or ja'atin nafs, ya qutilat nafsuhu. They use mu'annas grammar rules of it. So we have to deduce that what? This word is what? Mu'annas. It's mu'annas majazi, but it's not what? It's not what? It's not what? It's not lafzi, it's what? Sama'i. We've heard the Arabs using it, so therefore we follow that rule. Now, even the mu'annas sama'i, we have to hear it. There's certain categorizations, certain groups. We can group them in a certain way, which helps us to easily identify some of them, not all of them. Some of them. For example, names of tribes and cities and countries. For example, we have seen that the Arabs use tribes as feminine. Adun, Thamud, Rum is Romans. They use this as what? Feminine. For example, Ghuliba Rum ya Ghulibatir Rum. Ghulibatir Rum. The Arabs use it as mu'annas. The Quran uses mu'annas as also mu'annas. Sham, Quraysh. They use it as mu'annas, tribe's name. So Ad a tribe's name, Thamud a tribe's name. So all countries and all of those are used as what? Feminine. Similarly, letters of the alphabet. So alifun is what? Mu'annath. Ba'un is what? Ta'un is what? Nunun is what? Shall I go through the whole alphabet? You get the gist, don't you? So, for example, you say alifun maftuhun ya alifun maftuhatun. If the alif has a fatha, we say alifun. Ba'un madhmumun ya ba'un madhmumatun. Madhmumatun has a dhamma. Ta'un maksurun ya maksuratun. Maksuratun was mu'annath. Similarly, most body parts, not all, most body parts which come as dual have what? Are feminine. Yadun, how many hands do we have? 2. So feminine. Qadamun, feet. Also what? Feminine. Aynun, eyes. Also. Saqun is used both masculine and feminine. It's used both ways. Saq means shin. Okay? So saq pads, shin pads. Yeah? Okay? Yes? And apart from those, there are other sama'i which have no categorization. We can't group them somewhere. So, for example, we say alifun, ba'un are the huruf, are the letters. Cities is one group. Body parts, one group. The others, we can't really group them. It is pure sama'. Jahim, Jahannam, fire of hell. Jahannam as well. Harbun, what's harbun? War. So harbun, the plural huruf is also feminine. Darun is a house. Also what? Feminine. Rihun is wind. Also feminine. Sama'un, samawat, also feminine. Shamsun, I don't know where the dal comes from, but Shamsun. It's not the Shamsun, yeah? Because the Shamsun. It's not the Shamsun, it's a mistake, yeah? That's wrong. It's what? Shamsun. Shamsun is what? Yeah, sun, that's also feminine. Narun, fire, is also feminine. Nafsun is also feminine. Okay?
Nothing, even if they have more masculine.
Khalas. Don't ask questions. Because remember, sometimes we don't know why they may have done it. It's just. If you want to analyze the psychology of language, you can study it. Now, why do you think that these things have been made mu'annas? I don't know, maybe they thought of these things as being beloved. So to an Arab man with lots of machoism, he would choose to use these words of feminine, that these are my, I don't know. Or maybe the Arabs used to belittle women. So these are insignificant things. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, again, this is psychology of language. We're not studying that. We're just studying why. Not studying why. We're saying this is it, accept it, and we live by it. This is probably psychology behind of it. I don't know. I haven't studied that far, and I'm not really interested in that deep study. But these are muannas sama'i. Okay? So recap, we have kalima. And we're studying kalima is what? Ism. And in terms of gender, you have what? Mudhakkar and muannath. Everything that's not muannath is going to be what? Mudhakkar. Muannath is two types. What are two types? No, it's not. Yeah. Muannath, no, before that. Haqiqi and majazi. Biological and grammatical. So haqiqi and majazi. And then in majazi, what do we have? Lafzi and sama'i. What does sama'i mean? Or we have heard the Arab is linked to our listening. No rules. Just follow this, accept it. And lafzi means what? Ta marbut has one sign. The other signs we will do later on. But it has a sign in the love to show us that it's feminine. And haqiqi is what? It's biological, the meaning. When we also know the meaning, we know this word is really mu'annas. And anything not mu'annas is what? Mudhakkar. Okay? Any questions? No? Subhanallah wa bihamdi subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.